Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for football as we welcome you to SOFI Stadium, Inglewood, California. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. And Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You know, we all knew how talented Herbert was, especially coming out of school, and he's had a lot of great success in his first couple years, but it just seems like him and Harbaugh, doesn't it seem like they just have a great connection? They both understand each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and he's really turned into a polished quarterback. I mean, the big number last year, 17 starts, only 3 interceptions.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Allen in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Johnston. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, LA.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Looking middle and complete with Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Hassan Haskins. Touchdown Chargers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Down here, Dicker out to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's just so funny to see a veteran, a first-ballot Hall of Famer like Aaron Rodgers, at the end of his career really bounce around and look for that final place that he can make home to kind of go off into the sunset and put a final chapter on what's now a 21-year NFL career. So what are the expectations? I think around Pittsburgh, they expect him to be Aaron Rodgers. I think he's healthy. I think he's motivated. And when he can be out there every single week, there's very few guys who have played the quarterback position better over the history of the league than Aaron Rodgers.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion. On the ground, here's Haskins. And he gets this up close to the 40. Jabril Peppers up from the safety spot to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. On again, Haskins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go with Haskins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's got to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
With Haskins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Herbert. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
At the 16-yard line, an 8-yard gain.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Room to run at the 30. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Steeler first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Warren.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
3rd and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Uh-oh. And he'll get something there on the return. He'll take this back to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Oh! And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The Chargers.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up the chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Herbert now on 1st down. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the carry, it's Haskell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Haskell. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that. But there is a flag on the field. And that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still first down.
Motion man is Johnston. He'll get this out to his running back. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here.
Automatic first down.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it. Second down and 2. No play fake. Herbert. Hit is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Chargers, first down. First down and 10 yards.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Throwing again, Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On play action, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tyler Tosley. Touchdown, LA. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention, and oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Coming after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
It's up and good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Now an opening past the 30. A Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Down to throw on first down. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This is Hassan Haskins to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He connects with Disley. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Massive
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's Haskins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half. And I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. To throw is Herbert. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic first down.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Hassan Haskins, touchdown Chargers. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still second down.
From the gun, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. The Chargers offense, and their running back set to go once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds just a little short. He can pick it up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, Herbert. This pass caught. Right side, it's Allen. And they'll take this down inside of 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll run on second down. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
This is a great example of why teams continue to spend draft capital on interior defensive linemen. It's an investment that we see play out week in and week out across the NFL. Great example here.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. And Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal, and he'll send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. The shotgun, it's Aaron. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He finds Austin with the ground.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 2 scores. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. Back, twisted, the girls are broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody.
Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll work this 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense Colts looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Rodgers. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Got a whole lot of seats on, turning money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust me. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. Twin, only hustle and grill.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff, and this is by Dell. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle
at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Herbert to throw. To the middle of the field. He's got Johnston. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in first set of downs.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now, Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. They get the former 5th overall pick, Joe Alt.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Herbert. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Kicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Steelers 10.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Red snapping, ain't banging, trench bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game, seeing how
send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get your team to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. They'll run here with Gainwell. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Still second down.
Now Warren. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's first and 10. Rodgers to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Fireman. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
This is the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. They'll run the draw with Warren. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one complete to Hayward. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 18 on the game again. And another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Metcalf, the motion man. Again, it's Rodgers. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Warren is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 17.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he was coming to the house and get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good old tackle there to get him down behind the line.
22-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
I got him, on me.
On play action now, Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Hassan Haskins. Touchdown, LA. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Dicker goes with the extra point. And the Chargers tack on one more to their lead.
Steelers, 17.
To send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down his 23-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Again, they'll go with Haskins. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And it's left side and taken in by Allen. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. On third and long, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. And he's going to bring up fourth down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That one good for 26 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Chargers 38, Steelers 24.
Following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with Vidal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak as the Chargers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Here comes Vidal. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Herbert. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was tackled
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll step up and run this. Showing off for footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will cut the deficit to 7. Now back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Allen in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. There he goes again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. A run with Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Rodgers. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll give this to Vidal. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And you get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. Tight end on the move left. On play action, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. 1st and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This ain't what you want.
2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. Catch made there by Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
a 3rd down and 4. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. First down for Aaron. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On play action, Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Khalil Mack gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Disley is the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
Right down. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
It's third down.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. With a slow reaction, he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It is 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Gainwell. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.